Our umpires for the day are our local baker and Wayne Hamer, doing a bit of a warm-up. And our second umpire is Marcus Blackie, who is also our mayor. What was that?
We're live now.
Oh, so he weren't then before. All right, I'd like to welcome everyone that's taken the opportunity to watch our live stream today. This is the King Island Football Association semi-final, which is between North and Currie. And if last week's game is anything to go by, it could be a pretty close affair. Currie ended up winning last week's roster game after the siren by a point. So she was she went down to the nail. Now we had the toss a little bit earlier, and North won the toss and have elected to kick against the wind. So it'll be interesting to see how they go. I've got Craig Constable alongside me. He's a Grassy junior coach. He's got nothing on at the moment, so he said he'd come up and do some commentating, which we all appreciate. So what do you reckon, Craig?
Yeah, no, so a pretty strong win, being down at ground level for the first 2 hours down there for the juniors. So it'll be interesting to see how North go against the win, see how many scoring opportunities they get, but it will be very interesting.
Now, do you know all the players' names?
I think I do.
Well,
We'll test my memory a bit here.
So who have we got? We've
So-
got
so-
Laurel.
So in the middle of the game here, we've got Keenan Fanning going up against Jack Whale with Marcus Blackie throwing it up here. Good tap there by Keenan Fanning. Out to Ned Hunter, who gets it out to Keenan Fanning again, who kicks it forward to Bailey Rainbow, who's got Taylor Smith right on his hind, kicks it in to Bill Chambers, who's trying to pick it up here. Out to Jack Yude. Out to Taylor Smith here. He's got high. Switches it to Joel Williams, who's got Jeremy, gets around him. Kicks it to Sukma, who's got it, dropped the mark. Kicks it to Josh Bell Chambers, or James Jakowenko. Got hot and good decision there by the umpire. Ned Hunter's got the free kick here. Down to a battle between Sukma and Justin Summers there. Free kick to Sukma bowling. Who kicks it into the middle to Jack Yude, who is looking to go forward. Kicks it. Taylor Cook dropped the mark over to Clit Strudden, who kind of got pushed in the back there. And Wayne Hamer's going to throw it up. Down to Noodles. Probably didn't have the ball there. Played on. Kicks it to Jeremy. And that battle between him and Jack Worrell. Jeremy marks that. Plays on quickly. kicks it down to one of the juniors, Matthew Button, and battle between him and Joel Williams. Joel Williams runs it out of bounds. And we've got a throw in here between Jack Wall and Keenan Fanning. Good throw in. Good smother there.
There's a ball up here by Blackie. Up goes a ruck. One by Fanning. Kicks out to Ned Hunter. He drops it out to Justin Summers. She's a bit of a hot ball at the moment. Justin gets a free. What was that for, Craig?
In the back. In the back, kicks it to Jacket Ude in the defence there for Currie, who then kicks it to James Jakowenko in the middle of the ground, who fumbles the ball, goes to ground, probably a bit high there by Dave Vellicoop, but play on, out to Jet Bell Chambers, who kicks it to battle between Michael Lasky and Jai Summers, which throws it in there. So I'll throw in here, the contest will be against Keenan Fanning and Jack Worrell. Jack Worrell gets the tap down to Justin Summers, who gets pressure on him, who handballs it out to Bell Chambers, who handballs it to Coxie, who gets around Ned Hunter there, out to Jack Worrell, handballs it back to Sutma, who's under a bit of pressure, kicks it to a contest there. It rolls out to Jai Summers, who kicks a grubber to David Vellicoop. There you go. Doug Cox gets that battle there, kicks it to
Out of bounds.
out in the full. Who the free kick's gone to Jodie Summers there, who kicks it short to Ned. I think just acquired the 15 metres. Who kicks it to Taylor Cook. Who kicks it to Dale Ellis, who marks pretty easy. Who kicks it also out in the full. Who free kick, Mo Williams has got it here.
Out in the full.
Oh, good mark by Clint there. Thought it was a bit out of bounds, but obviously not. Clint strutting, goes
it's a
back
good
and kicks the goal. So Currie get the opening goal there.
That was a good goal by Clint. He used the wind well to full advantage.
So we're going back to the middle of the ground here. The ruck contest will be against Jack Whale and Jeremy Summers. Summers gets the tap, taps it forward. Bailey slips over, goes over to Jack. Sutma gets it, handballs at the Bell Chambers. Touch ball there. Just going to roll it to James Jakowenko, who gets around Vellicoop. Eventually does. Who handballs it out to Bell Chambers, who kicks it to Tom Graham, who's about on the 40-metre mark, who kicks it in to Clint Strutton, who does well there, who gets around, handballs to Campbell Keeler, and kicks another beautiful goal.
He handballed that one off to Sparrow, and Sparrow kicked the goal to Shane Keeler. Campbell Keeler, sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh, good. Oh, good. Back to the middle. Jack Roll gets the tap there, taps it down to Dale Ellis, who got tackled without the ball. Oh, I thought that was a bit soft there, but in the side. But Sutma gets the free kick. He's going to kick it short to Joel Williams here, also Mo, who kicks it forward down to Thomas Graham, who nearly marks it. Taylor Cook ends up with it. Probably should have got a free kick for holding the man. Who gets around Ned and gets pinned holding the ball. So Ned Hunter in the north defence area here, kicks it across goal. Probably pretty brave here. It's going to be a battle between Velicoop and James Jackwenko. Velicoop ends up getting the ball out to Dale Ellis, who kicks it to Luke Graham. There, kicks it in the middle to Ned Hunter, who drops the mark, who pressures on now. Sutmar's going to come away, handballs it to Doug Cox. Kicks it to a contest between Taylor Cook and Thomas Graham. Jeremy Summers just kicks it forward. Jack Yude there to mop it up, who kicks it forward. Oh, Thomas Graham, Joddy Duck there, over play on. Campbell Keeley picks up the scrums, gets around 3 North players, and it rolls out of bounds. Rolled over you for a minute, Jan.
Right, ball's out to Cox. Cox handballs it out to, off the ground by Jackwenko. And it's a goal, I think. Yep, James Jackwenko. Nice goal off the ground. So Currie using the wind well at the moment.
They've kicked 3 goals straight here, so pretty well. Bit of an uphill battle for North, but it's only the first quarter still. Battle between Michael Lasky and Jeremy Summers here in the middle. Jeremy grabs it out of the ruck. Goes out to Dylan Beecroft here, who kicks it out to a 2-on-1. Michael Lasky has to take on Bailey Rainbow and Dale Ellis. Back up supplies. Dylan Beecroft gets the handball out there, handballs it to Jack Yude in fumble conditions here. It rolls out to Justin Summers, who handballs it to Bailey, couldn't pick it up. Who eventually rolls out to Blaze Mallison, who battles with Dylan Beecroft, try to get it forward. Gets it out to Justin Summers, who rolls it through to Taylor Smith, who's got plenty of time, can run it forward, kick long. To a bounce here, Jeremy Summers gets it, gets around one player. He's going to run forward. Kicks it forward. Contest. Clint Stratton gets the ball out to Jack Yude. Doug Cox gets it to Sukma Bowling. He's got to get around 3 North players. Keenan Fanning ends up getting the ball. Throw up by Wayne Hamer here.
I can't think of his name.
Who goes over to Jack Yude here, who fumbles the ball. But Jeremy Summers gets it, who kicks it to deep the goal square, who Bailey Rainbow lines up here for North's first opportunity in front of the Big Six. Bailey has been playing forward the last couple of games for North, so this is probably his opportunity to kick a goal here. Directly in front, 5 metres out, and has missed it.
He'll be back to the back line, I reckon, next quarter.
I reckon so too.
Actually, it's strange to see him up forward. He has been playing the majority of his games up back.
So Joel Williams has got the ball, kick it out here, plays on, kicks it down to a contest with Bill Chambers, marks that. He's going to go kick it long again to a contest. Clint Stratton out to Campbell, who crumbs it perfectly, who hits the post.
He obviously didn't see Tom there by himself in the square.
Dale Ellis has got the ball here. He's looking for an option. Plays on. Pressure by Thomas Graham. Kicks it long down onto the clubhouse side. Contest between James Jackawango and Dave Vellacoop. James gets the ball. Gets it out to Michael Lasky. Who gets it out to Mull. Joel Williams. As the rain starts making this game a bit more interesting. So throw up here on Currie's 40 line. Michael Lasky and Keenan Fanning go up. Don't know who got the tap there. Comes out to David Vellacoop, who kicks it across the ground with a foot race between Jack Ude and Bailey Rainbow. Jack's got to get around Bailey. Got the ball out. Gets up, gets the ball. Kicks it to David, straight down to David Vellacoop there. David Vellacoop kicks it to a pack of two between Jai and Ned. Ned gets the ball, handballs it, tries, gets to Luke, gets to Bell Chambers instead. He kicks it to Joel Williams, who marks it pretty well, about 44 metres out from Currie's goal. It looks like he's going to have a shot here. Hot
Tommy
spot
Graham.
straight down to Thomas Graham. Good mark. And he has kicked the goal there.
So what does that make the score?
So the score is Currie 4 goals, 1 to North, 1 behind there. And a switch has been made with Bailey Rainbow going straight back to the back line. Now, so battle up here between Keenan Fanning and Michael Lasky. Warren throws that up, gets it down to free kick to Justin Summers for holding the man. Kicks it to his brother Jeremy, who's in a battle with Jack Worrell here, and still not out. Gets it out to Jack Ude, who gets it to Joel Williams, who's got to he gets round 1, gets round 2, looking for an option in the middle here. Michael Lasky was in perfect position. Couldn't mark it though. Gets out to Keenan Fanning. Michael Lasky puts the second in and makes an effort here. Gets it to Blaze, gets it to Cannon. No one wanted that ball. Holding the man. Keenan Fanning gets the free kick here. Kicks it to a contest between Jeremy Summers and Jack Worrell. Gets it down to Dylan Beecroft. Handballs it out. Number 8 gets the kick to Ned Hunter. Ned Hunter is going to go for a run here. Kicks it into an open forward line with a battle between Jack Ude and Justin Summers. Jack Ude collects the ball calmly. Handballs it to Bell Chambers, who kicks it. Kicks it to Doug Cox. Ned Hunter gets it again. Handballs to Jeremy there. Handballs that to Doug Cox. Kicks to Clint. Bounces off his chest. Probably in the back there. That contest was between Clint versus Riley
Badnock.
Bradman.
Badnock.
Clint, probably that's all that. Kicks it out to Campbell Keeler. He has a pass there and goes out of bounds. Throwing in the Currie pocket deep there. Tom Graham gets the tap, gets it down. Doug Cox, Bailey contests the ball there. Went out of bounds again. Ball still deep in Currie's forward line. Throws it in. Tom Graham gets the tap there. Gets crumbs. Kicks it to Bailey Rainbow. I thought that was probably play on there. Bailey Rainbow's got the mark. Who kicks across goal to Riley. Who kicks it to Dale Ellis here. Who's got to get around Doug Cox here. Coxie does well there. Gets it back to Riley, who the wind is really being havoc here and is touched over the boundary line for a throw-in. So the throw-in contest here will be Taylor Smith and Keating Fanning. And a recall throw-in here. Throws it in, this time over the ruckman's head. Gets over Dylan, gets Bellchambers. Score. Free kick to Justin Summers there for high contact. Who kicks it to Matthew Button here, who's got to try collect it and then get around Taylor Smith. Does that pretty well, but Dylan Beecroft there to collect the ball. Don't know what Jody was trying to do there. But Dylan Beecroft kicks it over the head of James Jackmanko to Dave Vellacoop's hand, who kicks it into the middle of the ground to Dale Ellis. Who's sitting on centre-half back line for Currie. Kicks it to Bailey over his head. Opportunity again for Currie to put pressure back on North. Bailey collects it pretty easy. Kicks it to Justin Summers. Plays on pretty quickly. Kicks it to Luke Graham, who ends behind Sutmar. Sutmar kicks it forward. Noodle, Taylor Cook nearly try and mark that. Should have been fair bump. Gets it out to Jack Yude. Gets around one, who should be able to settle. Kick it into the hot spot to Thomas Graham. Right on time, the quarter siren. Who kicks a goal, so that makes the game Currie 5-1 to North, 1 point at quarter time.
Well, that was a pretty good start by Currie, Craig. As we said, that the wind would make a bit of difference to the game. It'll be interesting to see how North can, whether North can match it in the next quarter.
It will be very interesting. So you'll see here, Currie will get into their huddles. So Currie will get into their back defence and forward lines there. North will just get into one group team huddle. So it will be interesting to see who comes out firing deep in the next quarter. Yeah, I saw that.
Whoops. Yes. Wow. You're not allowed to play.
Oh.
What happened was, and this is why I asked, with YouTube, with the stream now, can you just, because it gets a bit slower, you might miss one or two little frames. And if you then close up, you see it like this.
Oh.
When you're a little bit further away, it's fine. That's why I asked. That's perfect.
All right. Have you got it that if anyone wants to say something that they can let you know that?
I don't even know it. It's not my focus, really. I'll have a look.
Yeah. No, it's only curious because it'd be nice. It'd be nice just to get a little bit of an idea where some of the people are watching. It's not some people won't say anything, and we don't want any crap. But
Yeah, but my problem is, and this is what we had with the races, I get all these hackers who
Oh.
figure it all out, and it slows down the connection. It slows the feed.
Yeah.
I'm so careful.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
Yeah, I just had a little bit of feedback. Craig, you remember Jeremy's story, Carter?
Yeah, I do remember Jeremy's story,
Is that great story he wrote in the he wrote
on the ABC website there.
yeah, that he wrote on King Island. He said he's watching our live stream, so
So shout out to him.
Yeah, and he's actually barracking for Currie. I wonder why he's barracking for Currie.
I heard he kicked 5 goals for Currie, or 4. Can't remember really.
No, he kicked 3 goals, 5.
3 goals, 5. I had the 5 right somewhere. So start of the second quarter here. North will be with the wind. Currie's going to be struggling with the wind against them there. So it'll be very interesting to see how they structure up here.
We also have one of our new sponsors that is actually playing today. Clint Stretton is actually the man behind Newman's Furnishings. So we thank Newman's Furnishings for coming on board the King Island Football Association this year. And at the moment, Clint seems to be having a pretty reasonable game.
There we go. Start of the second quarter. Throw up here by Wayne Hamer. Battle between Keenan Fanning and Jack Worrell. Jack Worrell gets the battle straight down to Jeremy. So Mull comes off the wing, tackles, gets it back at Jack Worrell. Handballs to Coxie. Battle between Coxie and Ned here. Coxie wins that one. Now kicks it forward, which goes straight out of bounds.
The wind is a bit of a telling tale at the moment, isn't it, Craig?
It very is. That wind is causing a lot of problems for the team kicking against it. Dale Ellis has got the ball here. Plays on. Kicks it down to Jack Yude. Who kicks it out to Mull Williams there, who plays on pretty quickly. He kicks it low, kicks it straight down at Thomas Graham's head, who plays on also quickly, who kicks it to a 2-on-1 there. Clint Stratton versus Bailey Rainbow versus Taylor Cook, who Taylor Cook runs that over.
Oh, James has become a bit of a goal sneak this year for Currie.
He has. Bailey kicks that out to Jeremy, who goes through his legs, who backs it up here. Battle between him and Sukma. Jeremy gets his own ball, gets tackled, gets it out, gives it to his brother, Justin, who's going to try to keep it in, who keeps it in. Jack gets around him, gets it to Mull. Tempers are raising here. Justin kicks the ball, kicks it to no one really. Dylan Baker was going to get it. who kicks it to Bell Chambers in the middle there, who drops the mark, who gets around, kicks it to a battle between Taylor Cook and Clint Strutton there. Taylor slips over, Clint keeps his feet, Clint picks it up, kicks it to James Jakowenko, who's about 15 metres out on a slight angle. This will be a very interesting shot against the wind.
Yeah, because there hasn't been a goal scored at this end yet, so it'll be interesting to see how James goes with this. He kicked a point last week to win the game for Currie.
He has
Goal.
kicked it there, so the scores as the ball goes back to the middle of the ground is North 1 point to Currie 6 goals 2. Back to the middle here. Battle between King Fanning and Jack Worrell. Jack Worrell gets the tap, taps it forward. Justin Summers collects that, kicks it over to the club side to Ned Hunter, who's got to get around Cox. He gets around him. Now has to kick it. Probably a bit too far, I thought there. Good pressure there by Coxie and out of bounds. Throw in here battle between Taylor Smith and King Fanning. King Fanning gets the tap down to Sukma, handballs it out to Dylan Beecroft, handballs that to Coxie, handballs that back to Sukma, who gets caught in trouble there. Ned Hunter ends up with a ball, handballs that to Luke Graham, kicks it forward to a contest between Richard Sutton and Ben Doherty. Jack Udy's going to do the kick-outs there. Judy's plays on. Going to go straight down the middle here to Bell Chambers.
Oh, good mark.
Good mark. Who kicks it? Kicked it short to the wrong team, to Justin Summers, who kicks it to his brother, Jeremy, marks it. Yeah, plays on pretty quickly. Kicks it to a vacant goal square area, who rolls out of bounds. Yep. And North scores North 2 points to Currie 6-1 as the ball is getting thrown in deep into the North forward line. Throws it in. Battle between Jeremy Summers and Taylor Smith. Rolls over them. Gets to Ned, who gets caught. Jeremy follows up, handballs that to Giggs, who under a bit of pressure, rolls over to Coxie, Doug Cox there, who kicks it to Joel Williams, who's got to keeps it in, gets around 2 North players there, who kicks it to Ben Doherty again, who plays on pretty quickly, straight down the middle there to a contest between Jody and Jeremy. So good mark there by Jody, kicks it to his brother, Justin, who also marks in the middle of the ground, or wing area of the ground, kicks it to his brother, who Jack Ude spoils that, rolls out to Blaze. Free kick there to Blaze Mallison for holding the ball, man. So free kick on the far forward flank corner there of the North area. Who he will look to pass here. Kicks it to Matthew Budden, who good hands. Who's about 35 metres out from goal on a 15-degree angle. Probably a bit less, or nearly directly in front. Kicks it. The wind kicks that out on the full.
Yeah, You know, it's the wind got hold of it again, didn't it, Craig?
It did. So Sukma Bowling gets the free kick here, deep in the north forward pocket. Who's going to look to play on? Plays on, kicks it to centre forward. 4 fly there. Comes out to Ned Hunter, who gets the ball, gets tackled.
Doherty.
Gets it out to Jack Hughes, who gets up here, runs around a North player, kicks it to Thomas Graham in the middle of the ground. So this battle is going to be interesting. Jody and Tom. Jody wins that. Bounce. Gets Jack Hughes there. Rolls out to Ben Doherty, who has to kick pretty quickly. Richard Sutton was quick on his... He probably on the ball there. Ball up. Tackle between Richard Sutton and Sukma Bowling. Throw up here. Jack Roll goes up against Jeremy Summers. Jeremy roves his own tap. Kicks a brilliant goal there. So that makes the North 1-2 to Currie 6-1.
That was a good bit of play there by Jeremy to grab the ball and just he had enough room just to get it onto his boot, and the wind really did the rest.
Battle throw up here between Jack Well and Keenan Fanning. Ball goes up. Jack gets the tap. Gets it to no one really. Bill Chambers gets it out to Coxie. Handballs to Joel Williams. Handballs back to Jack Well, who's sitting in the middle, who kicks it to a contest between Taylor Cook and Clint Stratton there. Probably a hole in the man.
Caught.
A hole in the ball should have been, but Ned Hunter gets a free kick. Oh, free kick pulled out here somewhere. I don't know what it was for, but Clint Stratton is going to get the free kick here.
I don't know what happened there, Craig. But
Yeah, don't know what that one was for. I thought it was more hole in the ball. Should have been North's free kick.
I thought he played advantage. So.
Yeah. Kicks it to and a free kick there for in the back to Jody Summers.
Things are starting to get a little bit willing between these two at the moment.
Very. Kicks it out to Blaze deep in the forward pocket for Currie area, or their back pocket. Kicks it down the line to Taylor Cook. Good mark. Very good mark there.
Taylor Cook. He drives around, kicks it to the centre where there's a contest between Coxie and Jack. But Currie get it out through Beardcroft back to Coxie. Kicks it forward.
Ooh.
And what does Tom get a free for in the back? Oh,
Oh, I thought that was a point, not a goal. Standing on my angle, but Tom Graham kicks the goal there. So that means carries 7-2 to North 1 as the ball goes back to the centre. Throw on here, battle between Michael Lasky and Jeremy Summers. Jeremy gets the tap, punches it forward to Matthew Budden, who runs into his teammate Justin. He handballs it to Ken, he handballs it to Justin, who's got to get around. Jack Hughes does that, handballs back to Matthew Button, who has a kick and has missed. That's Currie 7-2 to North 1-3 there.
Coxie plays on. Drives it towards the centre between Jeremy Summers. Out comes with Bell Chambers. He gets it out towards Stretton. Stretton keeps running. Taps it forward, but Bailey Rainbow picks it up. He's tackled and loses possession of the ball. Comes out to Dale Ellis. He's tackled. Comes up to Sukma bowling. He gets it out to Bell Chambers. Bell Chambers gets around one, but the ball gets smothered back in his hands. And he caught for not getting rid of it.
Kicks it to Jeremy Summers there, who marks it on the defensive side for North for their centre square, who kicks it long to a contest where Taylor Smith and Kenan Fanning are. Oh, free kick there to Kenan Fanning.
That was a bit tough.
Yeah, I thought so too. Kicks it to over the head of Matthew Button. Kicks it to Doug Cox instead. Coxie gets round, gets around Matthew Button. Gets tackled up there. Good tackle by the young junior Matthew Button. About 30 metres out there. Who kicks it? Kicks a goal.
It's a pretty good effort by Matthew Button as he's playing his second game. He's already played a junior game. Now he's playing in the semi-final with North. He's actually played well in the seniors for him this year, hasn't he?
He has he stepped up to the level pretty well. So the scores there is North 2-3 to Currie 7-2 as the ball goes in the middle there. Jeremy Summers gets the ball down.
Doherty.
Free kick for holding the man to Ben Doherty there. In the middle, kicks it to Michael Lasky, who kicks it. Well, hasn't kicked it yet. Who has now kicked it. Kicks it to Joel Williams, who drops the mark. Blaze is going to try pick the ball up. Joel's going to put the pressure on. Sukma gets the pressure. Comes out. Jeremy kicks it. Goes the torp. Kicks it from one forward 50 to one other forward 50. Contest here. Matthew Button, Jack Whale, Luke Graham. Jack Yude ends up getting the ball. Jack Whale gets it back. Kicks it to Doug Cox, who's got to get around Ned here. Gets it out just, I reckon.
Jeremy with strength breaks through.
Kicks it to Evason, open goal line, who kicks a goal there. Campbell Keeler tried everything to stop that. So the score now is North 3 goals 3 to Currie 7 goals 2 as the ball goes up. Michael Lasky and Jeremy Summers going to contest this. Jeremy gets tapped. Michael's going to rove the tap though, misses the ball. Ned handballs it out to a contest here between Mull and Justin Summers there. Blaze ends up with it. Back to Ned. He's got to get around 3 Currie players. Handballs it back to Jack. Jack kicks it to Mull Williams there. Joel Williams, who's going to kick it over the top of the leading James Jackwenko to Thomas Graham, who was a contest between Jodie and Tom there. Jodie does not look like he's come off well on that contest. And he's missed that one. So that makes Currie 7 goals 3 to North 3-3.
Looks like Jai Summers has done his knee. It's not too good.
Yeah, not looking good coming to the...
He's coming through the interchange. Being replaced with Riley Badnock.
Bailey kicks it long to a contest here to Taylor Smith and Jeremy Summers. Rolls out the back to Jack Yude, who's going to try to get around Matthew Button, who tries everything to get there, but contest to James Jackwenko. Belly runs into some trouble, gets the ball out to Taylor Smith, who kicks it to Ben Doherty, here over his head. There's 2 Currie to 1 North, so Currie should run away with this. Gets the handball to Joel Williams, who's going to have a kick here. Bailey v Tom. Tom marks nearly in the goal square. Go around on a slide angle, 5 metres out. Should kick this on. And I'll put the commentator's curse on him. He's missed that one. He's missed it. So that makes Currie 7 goals, 4 to North, 3 goals, 3. Bailey plays on there, kicks it long to Dale Ellis, who drops the mark, but recovers the ball pretty well. Got to take on 2 Currie players. Ned comes for backup. Dylan Beecroft ends up with the ball. Handballs out Taylor Smith. Handballs out to Ben Doherty as the rain's setting in again, who scrabbles the kick forward. Kicks it, handballs it to Clint.
Stretton. Yeah.
On the ball there, Taylor Smith and Bailey Rainbow. And 50. And 50. Bit of abuse towards the umpire, or some kind words to the umpire, I should say. And which is probably fair enough. Umpire was right there, marched him up the field. So Bailey Rainbow on the base in the middle of the ground, kicks it out to Luke Graham, who marks it nicely there. He's going to kick it forward to who's standing Jack Worrell there. Brett Noonan stands the mark. Doug Cox kicks it into the middle. Bell Chambers, nice mark. Who kicks it back to Doug Cox, who marks it nicely. Still hasn't gone far. Kicks it to Joel Williams, who got called back to stay back behind his mark. Mal Williams has got the ball here. Going to go to the far side. Kick to Clint. Good mark there. Very good mark over Luke Graham, who handballs it off to Dylan Beecroft. Kicks it forward to Bell Chambers, which marked it pretty well too. So we'll see how the wind holds this one up. Talking about the wind, it seems to have dropped off a little bit, hasn't it, Jan?
Yes, it has a bit. And that's why you always kick with the wind when you win the toss. Don't understand why people kick against the wind.
He's kicked it and hit the post on the half-time siren there. So that makes Currie 7 goals, 5 to North 3-3.
As we get ready for a short break so that we can lubricate our voices a little, even though you've been...
stage.
Well, Craig, we're getting ready for the second half now. They should be running out in the sixth. What do you think of the first half?
Yeah, very interesting. That wind has played very havoc to both teams, really. With North only kicking 3 goals, really.
Yeah.
3 goals kicking there as we see Currie run out there, and North are kicking. Currie kicking 7, so Currie took advantage against the wind, really kicking 2 goals into the wind, I should say, to North kicking 1 point. So very, very interesting second half coming up. So, yeah.
So have you read out the goal kickers?
Yeah, I know. So for North goal kickers, Matthew Buttons kicked 1 and Jeremy Summers has kicked 2. For Currie, Tom Graham's kicked 3, with Campbell Keeler kicking 1 and James Jakowenko kicking 2. Clint Stretton kicking 1 as we see the umpires walk out there.
It doesn't look like Jai Summers has come out, does it? So it looks like he might have hurt his knee.
Jai's out there. Jai's out there.
Is he?
Yeah, knee's heavily strapped, though. So it will be very, very interesting to see how much he takes a part of this game. And I also heard Justin Summers come off grabbing something on the back of his hamstring there. So it'll be very interesting to see how these two teams take part.
Yeah, geez, I they'll miss those two if they can't play at their full measure.
Yeah.
I do have to say that Currie's teamwork out of the centre so far in the first half has been very good, with the likes of Bell Chambers, Sukma Bowling, and Coxie. They've been giving Currie a lot of first movement out of the centre.
Yeah, very clean movement out of the centre there. So it will be very interesting to see if North can stop that. We'll see. Doesn't look like. Looks like Justin's parked deep at full forward there for North, and Jody looks like he's going to take his normal position in the back line.
Is that who we got? Oh, yeah, Jai just gone back to the back line. That's Jai Summers, Riley Badnock, Bailey Rainbow, Matthew Button and Taylor Cook. And up forward for Currie, Tom Graham's at full forward. Luke Morris, Campbell Keeler and Clint Stretton.
Start of the second quarter here, throw up by Marcus Blackie. The ruck's going to be contested between Jack Well and Jeremy Summers. So Jack gets the tap there with a very ordinary throw up. Kenny gets the clearance. Battle between Sutmeyer and 3 North blokes. Sutmeyer ends up clearing it and the umpire calls my ball. Throw up here. Jack and Jeremy go at it again. Jeremy clears his own tap there. Sutmeyer's going to put a battle on against Ned Hunter here, getting close to the boundary. Ned gets the ball, handballs it, trying to get Dale Ellis, gets it to Bill Chambers in it. Instead, Bill Chambers kicks it long, bounces over Luke Morris' head, gets it to Clint, who Bailey Rainbow ends up getting the ball cleared here. Probably run a bit too far there. Kicks it to Jeremy, who marks it pretty well. Plays on. Kicks it to Dale Ellis, camped in the middle by himself. Kicks it to Jeremy Summers.
Oh.
Justin Summers does not look 100% out there. It still manages to get the ball, but got tripped. Does not look 100% out there, does he, Jan?
No, he doesn't. He's fairly old.
Justin kicks it into the pocket to Dale Ellis there.
Dale's been coaching North this year along with Jai Summers. Been doing a pretty good job, really. So and he's had a pretty good year so far for the season. Hasn't quite been on song today.
And he has kicked the first goal of the opening of the third quarter. Puts North 4-3-27 there to Currie 7-5-47. Throw up here battle between Jackwell and Jeremy. Jack gets the tap straight down to Dale Ellis. Jeremy gets the handball out of that. Gets it to Jack Yude. Jack clears it, kicks it over the top, bounces.
Oh,
Bailey
touched.
Ramo did a perfect backman thing, touched the ball there. Jodie's going to clear the ball out pretty quickly. Must be too much. Kicks it to Sukma, who's about 35 metres out on a slight angle, who looks to pass. Kicks it to Campbell Keeler, who's a bit closer and probably on a bit sharper of an angle too. It's hard to tell where I'm positioned at the moment.
He'll be kicking pretty much with the wind from that angle.
And he has missed it. Makes Currie 7 goals, 6-48 to North 4-3-28. Bailey's going to do the kicking in duties this time. Plays on, kicks it to Taylor Cook, who's all by himself out of the back line. He's going to kick it to a contest between Jack Yude and Dale Ellis. Bell Chambers there to help Jack. He's got plenty of teams. Something's happened on the boundary here. Clint's got it as a shot or a pass.
No.
Out of bounds there. So I don't know what happened down here right on the fence line there. But Marcus picked something out. So throwing here, contest between Thomas Graham and Jeremy Summers. Tom, I think, got the tap. Comes down to Jerry. Bailey clears it, kicks it out on the full.
Oh, check out Arnie.
Arnie's got to jump the fence here, the boundary umpire. Sukmar on a sharp angle in deep in the pocket here. Gonna go, puts it, and very good effort, hits the post.
Hit the post. What's that, the third one today?
Yep. Yeah. So that puts Currie 7-49 to Currie North 4-3-28. Kicks it out to Mackie Button, who marks it. Who kicks it to a contest between Keating Fanning and Bell Chambers. Bell Chambers got the punch. Jack Worrell got the receive there. Keenan tackled. Ball up. Ball is Jack Worrell v Keening. Keening Fanning's going to go up here. Good throw up by the umpire. Good tap by both players. I think both of them got hands. Bell Chambers gets it. Handball's out to Coxie.
Coxie to Worrell.
Who's out of bounds. So I'll throw in here. Contest between Jackwell and Keenan Fan. Ball misses them both. Jeremy tries taking on the pad. Taking on, loses the ball, gets taken to the ground. Jack Hughes runs away, kicks it to the top of the square. It's where Tom Graham nearly marked it. Tries, keeps his hands on the ball. And he's hurt his knee also.
He's injured.
He's also hurt his knee at the same time. This does not look good. It's a very big injury loss if they do seem to lose Thomas Graham, which it looks like it's not looking good. Time called off here.
Time on. Vernon, you stop the clock.
Time off here, so this does definitely not look good. There, with the stretcher also being called for. He's going to try get off here. He's up walking, so that's good sign for Currie Football Club. Time it called back on, so it looks good for him. So it will be interesting to see if he takes any part of this rest of the game.
Players reset now again.
And it looks like Thomas Graham will not be taking part of this game as he just walks straight off the ground. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens out of that. Kicks it to Ned anyway. Kicks it down the line to a contest where Jack Worrell spoils it. Out of bounds there. Throw in here. Jack Worrell and Jeremy take the contest. Back out of bounds. So them two again will do battle as the ball's thrown in. Jeremy takes it out of the ruck, tries taking Sutmar on, clears it to Dale Ellis, who kicks it high to a contest between Keening and Dylan Beecroft. Comes out to Dale Ellis. He's taken on 4 North blokes. Nearly won it. Luke Graham gets it out to Matthew Button, who runs around Doug Cox. Kicks it to Ned Hunter, who marks it about 40 metres out from North End, who kicks it to an injured Justin Summers, who's probably shouldn't be out there too.
Ooh.
Bounces off Jack Worrell's chest. Jeremy picks it up. Tries, gets around Sutmar, gets the clearance, kicks it to, good mark there by Dale. Plays on, quickly kicks it to, kick it, Jack. Jack Ude runs away. Here, Campbell's and Riley go battle. Riley wins that one. With a good bump by Coxie, good mark, attempt by Bell Chambers, I think, there, and my ball. Who throws it up. Jack Ude gets the tap. Holding Keenan, Fanning there. Who's going to kick it to Taylor Cook here. He's all by himself. Good mark there.
Ooh.
Who kicks it long over the head to an injured Justin, who's going to try everything to get his North Bulldogs over the 10 line there. Gets around, good tackle there. Gets around, ball comes out.
What's out?
Plays on. I thought it was out, but... Oh! And... Probably should have been reported, but Target gets it over to Coxie, who's got a paddock, who's going to play on. gets it, and downfield, who ends up in James Jakowenko. James Jakowenko, who's lining up for his third goal. So about probably 20 metres out, directly in front. Kicks it and has missed it. So that takes Currie to 7-8, 50 to North 4-3, 28. Yeah, kicks it straight down Moles right there. So this will be very. Kicks it to Clint, who's about 40 metres out. Kicked one from here in the first quarter, on the same angle, I believe. So he should nearly go close here. Right on the back here. And he has kicked it.
It's a great goal.
7-9. Roger. 8-9 now. So that takes the score to Currie 8-9 to North 4-3 there, as the ball gets back to the middle. As a light sprinkle of rain comes through, the wind's starting to pick back up again. So it will be interesting to see what happens for the rest of this quarter.
It will be.
Back in the middle, Jeremy gets the tap, goes to really no one. Keenan, Sutmar battle it out. Mole going to battle it out. Mole, Ned, Keenan. Wrap it up there. Ned gets the ball, kicks it to a contest with Tug and Brett
Between
Noonan.
Noonan.
There. Taylor Smith. Joel Williams gets it out of the middle, kicks it to Coxie, drops the mark, who tries takes on Jeremy, gets blind, turns back in, kicks back across goal to Taylor Smith. Richard Sutton's going to try take on 3-0 here to Hamish Green, who gets the kick to Clint Stratton. Good mark there. Good mark. Who kicks it, who's going to kick it to Sutma Bowling here, who looked like he was going to take off, but Bailey was there to stop him.
The wind has picked up again, Craig. So
It has. Sutma has kicked the goal, so that puts Currie to 9-9, North 4-3. Next goal will be critical. Next couple of goals are going to be real critical for North here. They're going to have to get the next goal to get back into this game.
So how far behind are they, Craig, at this stage?
Basically 6 goals. 6 goals behind.
6 goals behind.
Yeah, 6 goals. Did not expect this after last week's game between these two here, so gets it to Richard Sutton, who handballs it to Jeremy, who tries does it himself. Who's going to end up getting the ball back? Who's going to end up in Mole, who's going to run around. Handball it to Hamish Green again, who's going to kick again to Taylor Smith, or Tug Smith, who kicks it. Don't know who was kicking it to there. Coxie Campbell. Campbell ended up with it. Handball it to Coxie, Coxie's
Coxie's done something.
Oh, Coxie's
Cramp.
got cramp. Matthew back out. Keenan's going to end up with this. Ooh, that might be more than cramp for Doug Cox there.
Ball's going out there to Bailey Rainbow. He shuffles it along, picks it up, handballs it out to Taylor Cook. Taylor Cook picks up, has a bit of a look. Got time to have a bounce. Slaps her on the boot to Jeremy. He turns around. Oh, that follows up. Bit of a wobbly old kick straight into the hands of, who's that, Craig?
Hamish Green, so pretty new to the game. I think he's played rugby before, but kicks it straight down to Jodie's face. Down here. Things are getting heated here. Sun's out, so things will be ended up, hopefully warms up. But Luke Graham, I thought, come down with that, but obviously not. Goes out to Keenan. Richard Sutton gets it here, does a kick, and that puts North 4-4. Yep.
Right, good mark by Bell Chambers. Out to Lasky. Out to a running Yude, who runs onto it. Gets around the man in defence. Handballs over to Cam.
No,
oh,
to
Luke Morris.
Luke Moz kicks
Off the
the
ground.
goal there. Who makes that 10-9 to 4-4.
Ooh, it's getting a bit hard for North now.
Oh, yeah.
Currie had a good little blitz then.
Very good blitz. Two key injuries wouldn't be helping North with Justin Summers. Well, Justin Summers not being in that middle. Takes a lot of run out of that middle for North.
Well, Justin Summers has actually come off the ground now.
Yeah, so Dale Ellis is going to try to prove some run off the half-back line. Gets around two North handballs to Jeremy, who's going to try to get around back to Dale, who's going to kick it long. Kicks it to Blaze v. Michael Lasky. Richard Sutton gets the ball, gets out to Joel Williams, who's going to go short. Wouldn't say that was 15 by Wayne Amer there, but
I would.
kicks it to Bell Chambers, who's going to go long here to Clint Stratton.
Yeah, that was Clint.
Yep. Gets out to Ned.
Pulled
Kicks
out,
it to Luke Graham, who bounced correctly. They didn't talk there, but they ended up with the ball. Dale was going to get the ball here. Gets it out.
Didn't have
Hasn't got it. Sutmar's free kick there. Mole kicks it to Taylor Cook, who read that perfectly. He's played a brilliant game for North in defence, I think. Who kicks it to Jodie, who's going to hold it up a bit. Who kicks it to Ned, who's going to kick it down the line to Dale Ellis. Who kicks it to a contest. No one goes up there. Skittles them all. Rolls out to Bell Chambers. Gets it to Williams. Handballs to Lasky, who's going to run out of the back line here. Who's going to roll out. Oh, no, stays in. Stays in. Ben Doherty gets the ball. Kicks it long to a contest. And three-quarter time siren happens there with the scores being North 4-4 to Currie 10-9.
It's not really how I anticipated the game to go today, Craig.
Neither did I. I expected a very close, tight, hard game there. So it'll be very interesting to see what North bring out in the last quarter.
Yeah, yeah.
That's where I stop it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we will. So, yeah, we'll probably just do a little bit and then, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
But then you guys stop it, so I
Yep.
can't.
Yep. So do you know who the goal kickers are by any chance, Craig, or you haven't been able to keep up with that?
Haven't really been able to keep up with that.
Oh,
But
did
I think James has kicked one, so he's kicked 3. Could be wrong. He's probably kicked more. Dale Ellis is the only goal scorer in that quarter for North, and that was the first goal to open it up. So it will be very interesting. I've seen a couple of sore boys on both camps. So North has lost, of course, Justin Summers. But I think David Vellicoop's also gone down with an injury. Standing at the back of the North huddle here. The Currie huddle look pretty healthy by the looks of it.
Oh, hang
other
on.
than Thomas Graham, who we all know has come off with that knee injury. Sutmar's getting a bit of work done on one of his muscles. But yeah, we'll see what Currie and all that work out as the rain starts coming down.
Yeah. No, it's... Yeah, we've got a bit of a sleeting shower coming through, which is... We can see North getting them all tight here. Who's that Dale? Dale there is sorting them all out. I think they'll fight it out to the end. Is he not the type to give in? Actually, that's someone I didn't see out there. I see David Vellicoop out there with the...
With the dressing gown on.
with the dressing gown
I
on. He
haven't se-
wasn't out there that quarter.
No, very interesting. Don't know what happened to him, but yeah, it will be very interesting to see how it all pans out for the rest of this last quarter anyway.
So what sort of a lead do North have to peg back?
So they've got to peg it back. Basically 11-goal lead. 7-goal lead here. So 7 goals in this quarter with the wind keeps dying and picking up again. So it will be very interesting. I wouldn't say this breeze is not a seven breeze goal breeze, but strange things do happen on King Island.
No, we haven't had too many 7-goal quarters.
No.
So
Nice.
you'll just have to excuse me for a minute, everyone. I've got to wipe the lens, getting a few raindrops on her. Oh, that looks a little bit better. North have given their annual cry.
Yeah, they're good old Bulldog cries, so that we all know they aren't going to go out of this game not without a fight. It'll be very interesting to see how everyone keeps moving there. Thomas Graham looks like he's running to the bench all right. It'll be interesting to see if they save him for next week if they get there.
If North can get the first couple of goals, do you think that might start to make things a bit interesting?
It would make things very interesting. As I said, 7 goals. It's very hard in one quarter when they've only kicked 4. So if they get the first, say, 2, it would be game back on, momentum swung back to North as the ball's going to get thrown up here in the middle. Contest between Jack Worrell and Jeremy Summers. Gets the tap, gets it out to Dale Ellis, who's gonna try to tap it on. Gets a tap, gets a bump, gets it out to Jack Yude, who gets tackled here by Luke Graham, who's on the ball. Who kicks it into the hot spot. Bailey Rainbow is the only one to keep his feet there. Who gets tackled, my ball. Taylor Smith got tackled there.
Is Jack Hughes coming off, Craig?
Oh, that does not look good. What's he holding? free kick here to Bailey Rainbow.
Ooh.
He's gone back forward. So we'll see if he's improved his goal kicking with the wind.
Yeah, I reckon he'll get this.
Perfect angle, about 20 metres out, I reckon. Could be 14, who knows. Right angle. He's kicked the first goal. As you can probably hear, the North supporters are pretty happy with that one. Crying for more goals. So it'll be very interesting. So that puts Currie 5-4 to North, 10-9 into the last quarter. Jeremy gets the tap there. Clearance going to go to Mo. Going to get balled up again. Throw here. Contest between Jeremy and Jack. Jeremy gets the tap, gets some air, kicks it. Clearance is going to be suggested again there.
Oh, we've got another ball up.
Contest between Jeremy and Jack. Jack gets the tap, gets it to Bill Chambers. He's going to try clear it, gets it out. Ned's going to come up with the crumbs here, get around Dylan Beecroft, who kicks it to Bailey Rainbow and Taylor Smith. Taylor Smith marks that one. Who kicks it to contest between Joel Williams and Dale Ellis. Dale's got the punch, comes back to Taylor Smith. Dale puts the pressure back on. Mo's going to end up with the ball. Blaze is going to tackle him, though. Got the ball out to Michael Lask. Taps it on the ground. Luke Graham's going to end up with the ball. Gets it to Blaze. Gets tackled by Campbell Keeler. Richard Sutton's going to pick it up. Hold it in. Ball up.
Isn't it Tyler Smith?
Oh, yeah, Tyler Smith, yeah. Yes, it is. Gets it out to Bill Chambers, gets tackled in the process of the kick, gets to Dylan Beecroft, plays on quickly to Jack at Worrell, who's going to look like he's going to kick to James. Jack Wenko goes out the back. Riley and Luke Morris contest. James ends up with the ball back. Handballs to Sutma, who gets the kick forward. Luke Moz is going to run onto it. Oh, the bounce is unkind to him. Gets the ball back, gets the kick, and kicks the goal there with an injured player also on the ground there for North. So their injuries get worse for this game.
Is that Riley?
Yeah,
Riley
that is.
Badnock.
Yep.
Oh, his shoulder. Geez, it's not a good day for injuries today. Hasn't been a good day for injuries today, Craig.
No, it has definitely not been. So the scores are 11-9 to 5-4 there in Currie's favour, with the ball going back to the middle with Jack Whale and Jeremy Summers going to ball it up, or going to contest for the ball up, I should say. I think Jeremy got the tap there, gets it to Bill Chambers, gets it out to Dylan Beecroft, who's going to try get around a couple North players, keeps tapping it along, taps it along, keeps his feet. Sutma ends Keenan, Ned, and rolls out of bounds. Throw in here. Contest between Jack Rowe and Jeremy.
Jeremy gets it off the ground.
Who gets the free kick? Currie get the free here. Ben Doherty gets the free. He's going to move it quickly to Joel Williams, who's got, I wouldn't say a paddock, but got time to pick it up, kick it to a contest with James Jackwenko, who's there. Jaidy's going to crumb up here. He's going to try and get the ball out. Gets it out to Dale Ellis. He's going to kick it down to a contest here between Taylor Smith and Blaze Mallison. Taylor read that pretty well. Kicks it. Tyler Smith gets it out Gets it down. Contest here. Ben kicks it forward. Noodles overruns it.
Ooh.
Oh,
that
yeah,
a
Noodle
free?
gets the free
Yeah.
kick there. Good decision there by the umpire. Plays on. Kicks it to Luke Graham.
Yep.
Yep. Kicks it to Luke. He's going to go down the line. Is he going to go down the line? Near the down the line.
Oh, Tyler Smith.
Good fly by Tyler Smith. Gets it out to Michael Lasky, who handballs it to Bell Chambers, who gets it out to Luke Graham. He comes out on the tackle, gets it out. Bailey Rainbow try and pick it up. In the back there, gets a free kick.
Some tired players out there now, Craig.
Very tired players, as you expect after 60 minutes of football. Cool weather. Dale Ellis goes up, punches it, taps it forward. Dylan Beecroft out there to crumb it up. Mull in the middle, got a paddock. He's going to run. Going to get around Matthew Button. Oh, he doesn't get around Matthew Button. Gets the hand out anyway, holds him up. Stop the play. Sutmar's going to try to get around Jeremy. Gets the kick to Mull to a contest here.
In the back.
Oh, high.
In the back.
High in the back. Either way, it was a free kick.
He did signal high.
Yeah. Plays on. Kick handballs to Lask, who's got to get around Keenan. Handball it back to Mull, who handballs it to...
He's not travelling well either.
Handballs to Beecroft. Keenan Fanning's done a lot of work here trying to get the pressure on Currie. He's doing well. That's a throw, but on the ball. Bailey Rainbow gets a free kick here. Should be moving it a bit quicker. Jeremy should have... No talk there between Jeremy Summers and Luke Graham. Kicks it to Ben Doherty. Bailey's going to... Matthews. A lot of tired players out there now. At both sides. Blaze gets... This is where the bench is going to come really important for either side. Michael gets the free contest between Tyler Cook and Clint Stratton. Bit of a my ball. Or the umpire's ball. Right up here between Ned and Jack. Jack gets the tap out to Sutma, who gets a free kick here. As you can probably hear, the crowd and the North supporters aren't happy about that decision. Kicks it out to Mull, who's going to go kick it to a contest over James Jacomenko. Clint's got a paddock, going to have a snap, going to have a dribble, and misses. So that puts Currie 11-10 to North 5-4.
Bailey plays on out of the square straight away. Kicks it out to Jeremy, who slides to get it and can't get it. It shots back forward, back to Bailey. Bailey with a big kick past the centre. Out to, who's that?
Luke Graham's bounced off his chin, but backed up in the back there. And 50. Don't know what the 50 was for, but Wayne's picked something up there. It's going to put him about 20 metres out, straight in front. So this, as that rain sounds like it's going to get heavy.
I hope I'm not putting the mockers on him, but he's done pretty well in front of goal this year.
He's definitely kicked that one, Jen.
Yep.
That makes North 6 goals, 4 to Currie, 11-10. Still a very big challenge there if North want to find their way back to this game. And a short amount of time to do it now.
Yeah. I see that Jack Hughes back out there again too, so that couldn't have been as bad as we thought.
No. Jeremy and Jack go up here. Jack get the tap down to Bell Chambers, who gets tackled by Ned, and umpire Blackie calls my ball. Ball up here against Jack Whalen against Jeremy. Jack gets the tap. Right, Keenan tries. Ned gets the ball, gets it out to Bailey. He's going to kick it. Taylor Smith gets it to Beecroft, not Dylan Beecroft there. He's got Joel Williams all by himself in the middle. He kicks it to Clint, who marks pretty well. So Currie starting to play a bit of defensive, slowing down the clock. Kicks it long to a contest. James Jackwenko was probably... Oh, Ned's trying to rush it. And that's a rush behind, I'd say.
It was a kick off the ground by Jackwenko.
Puts Currie 11 to North 5-4.
Ellis plays on quickly, gets the ball all the way out to the centre.
Jack Ude collects that. He's going to roll back in, kicks it over the head of Luke Morris to Ned Hunter. He's going to play on pretty quickly to Bailey Rainbow. Goes through his hands. Michael Lasky's going to put the pressure on. Bailey gets around him pretty well. Kicks it forward to really no one there for North. Luke Graham and Tyler Smith, Tug Smith. Battle there. Jack Ude walk away with the ball here. Jack kicks it to a contest where mine will work there. Michael wins it. Bell Chambers picks it up out to Clint. Should have been holding the ball there, but it rolls out of bounds. Throw in here by boundary umpire Dale Reid to Keenan and Jack Worrell. Bit wayward, but play on. Bell Chambers gets it out to Jeremy, who's playing defensive now. Plays on pretty quickly. Going to get around that Currie player who kicks it over the back. There's 4 Currie players down there. Supermark collects it, kicks to Jack Ude, who slides and takes a brilliant mark. Plays on, kicks it long to Ben Doherty, who's in the middle, but Jeremy ends up marking it anyway. Plays on quickly, kicks it to Ned, who's going to kick it to Luke Graham here, who's all by himself, doesn't mark it, does well. Bell Chambers there. 3 North players to V1. Luke Morris gets a hand, gets kick, gets it out to Jeremy. Jeremy's going to kick it long here to awaiting Jack Ude in the back line. There, kicks it to Michael Lasky. Kicks it.
Dale Ellis taps it out to Ned Hunter. Ned Hunter does a bit of ducking and diving. Gets foot the ball, not very well. Hot contest. Ned runs back onto it, kicks it out. Bell Chambers up in the air. Taylor Cook marks it on his chest. He runs around. Big kick out wide. Who's that to? Bailey Rainbow.
He's been camped there. All White Noodles had the ball. So good spot. Kicks it to Richard Sutton and Campbell Keeler here, who's going to have a really good battle. Out to Tug Smith, who handballs it to Jack Ude. Luke Graham's going to have to find some pace. Kicks it to Bell Chambers, who kicks it back to Jack Ude, who plays on pretty quickly. He's going to kick it to
James Jackwenko. He tries to Jide. He's winning it though. Yeah. Jide's in front, comes away with the ball.
Oh.
Dribbles it across the ground. I didn't see what happened there.
Oh, bit of collision there. Jide kicked the ball. Jack Ude accidentally ran in him. So I don't know how this is a free kick, but don't know how that Jack ended up with a free kick. There, so Jack Ude's got the ball. He's going to kick it long to James Jackwenko and Ned Hunter, who gets up high, who punches it out of bounds. Throw in here. Gets it out to Joel Williams, who fumbles it, gets it out. Dale Ellis and Michael Lasky dive on the loose ball. Throw up here, Jeremy versus Michael Lasky. No one gets tapped there. Jeremy ends up getting the ball, kicks it long here. So a battle between Sutmar and Luke Graham, who Sutmar cleans up there, gets the ball, gets it out to Jack Rowe, gets it back to Sutmar. Sutmar is going to kick it short. Ned collects it pretty well. Touch ball, play on there. Blaze gets the ball, taps the ball on. Jack Rowe gets the ball, gets it out, and in the ball, he jumped on the ball, dragged it back in. Free kick to Blaze Mallison there. Kicks it over the head of Dale to Tug Smith. Very lot. Clint's going to mark this pretty easy. Currie's in basically finished game off with as many fit players as possible now. Kicks it to Michael Lasky, who's all by over his head, who's got a paddock to clear. Lasky kicks it and has kicked it out on the full there. So Jody's going to get the kick deep in North's back line. Going to kick it to his brother, Jeremy, who marks it. Marks it, yeah. Pretty well. Plays on pretty quickly. Who gets round one. Going to try to get round two. Gets round two. Bailey ends up in the middle. Gets round two. Gets it out to Sutmar. Sutmar clears it up to Campbell. He's going to get it to Joel Williams, who's ran from the middle to get that, put in the hard yards. Who's just going to slow it down right now. Wouldn't be much longer left with the scores. North 6-4 to Currie 11-11 there. So gets it over to Dylan Beecroft. Gets it over to Michael Lasky, who's going to get around two North players here. Gets it back there. Kicks it over the top. The wind held that up pretty well. The wind's really not a factor anymore. It's
well done there by Matthew Button to get the ball out of defence.
Yeah. And now there's a free kick down ground, down the field to North here. I don't know what it was for.
Looks like, yeah.
Blaze gets it, kicks it over to Dale, who's going to play on pretty quickly. Who's going to kick it over to Luke, who kicks it off the ground, who kicks a point. So that makes it 6-5 North to Currie 11-11. So Mole is going to do the kicking duties here. Kicks it over to Clint, who's going to try hand it one-handed. Ooh. Got collected high there, trying to get the ball. Clint's holding it up. He's got called to play on. Here to Jack Rowe. Ned's going to battle that. Oh, Ned nearly come down with it.
Ball comes out. Dylan Beecroft shoots it forward. Grabs it. Who's he looking for? Handballs it out. Gets it to Worrell. Worrell out to Beecroft again. Beecroft's being held and gets a free.
And there is the final siren. So Currie go through to the grand final to take on the minor premiers, the Grassy Football Club. The scores are North 6-5 to Currie 11-11. There.
Well, that was a surprising win. Oh, it's not a surprising win. I thought that Currie had a very good chance to win. It's the margin is what surprises me.
That's what I thought. We all knew Currie, when they get the team on the park, they've got a very dangerous team out there, but I didn't expect this.
It's not by such a margin.
5-goal margin. But yeah, no, pretty pretty good battle there by Currie. North battled it out all day. A couple of injuries didn't help them late in the game, or early in the game, I should say. There with losing Justin, Jai with a knee, and then Riley and David Veliku.
Yeah, so it's both sides ended up with a few injuries today, so that'll be a little bit of a concern for Currie for next week's game. But this will be the first time Currie's played in the grand final for a few years now.
Yeah, since 2019, I worked out the other day. So 2019, just before COVID hit us, Currie have not played in a grand final. Couldn't tell you when they last won a grand final either.
Yeah, right. Well, I hope you have all enjoyed the game today. It's been a little bit of a battle at times for us with the weather, but otherwise it has come across good to all of you that have been watching wherever you are around Australia or even on King Island. We'd like to thank you for watching, and we'll hope you tune in again next week for our grand final, which will be between Currie and Grassy.
Yeah, unfortunately, I won't be able to join you next week, Jan. I'll hopefully be out there playing. Hopefully.
So Craig is hoping that he might be able to play, seeing he has been played nearly every game this year.
Yeah.
So it's goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me. Enjoy the rest of your week.